They go back to Pollard on second down. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Prescott looks to throw on first. Underneath, he's got Brate. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for play. Plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. 57's the mic, rock 57. Guys, it's game situation, let's go. Get it. We go 47.
Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. First down, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick, because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Check. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Brissett on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Kill. Mike 6. Let's go D, tighten up.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Flush to his right. And he finds McLaurin. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Prescott from the gun. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Marr on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Oh, what a catch there by McLaurin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Brissett to throw on 1st. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
13. Hey, kill. I got you, boy. Deuce. 53's the mic. 53 is the mic.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's Pollard, and he is going to lose yardage here. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Third and long for Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Hey, check Mike 6. Check pass. Hey, kill. Rabbit. 19.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brissett. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Eluding the pressure right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing, Brissett. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Brissett on 3rd and 2. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Brissett sets to throw it. There's McLaurin. What a catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
They keep looking his way, and he certainly keeps delivering. That puts him just shy of 200 yards receiving now for the game. And I've got a feeling they'll keep calling his number until the end. Gotta wonder, if you're on defense and you know he's getting the ball, can't you make an adjustment?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Gibson again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again, and he is going to lose yardage here. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Go, get out there, get out there. Mike is 59, Mike is 47. 59 is Mike, check, 59.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
31's the mic. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 31's the mic. Tighten up. Pull it together. Hey, 47. 31's the mic. Watch the curl. 31.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
31's the mic. I'm going to run you over. Here go 46. 31's the mic. Take me up. Here we go. 31.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game. That has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2nd and 5 from the 8. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Brissett looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Prescott's throw complete here, pulled in by Brate. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
30, where's the mic? Stop your body.
Throwing, Prescott. He'll get this to Bell. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
30, where's the mic? There.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 30, where's the mic? It's going to be a under. Yeah. It's going to be a long day. 30, where's the mic? Let's go, defense. It's out of time. 30, where's the mic? Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Prescott now. Oh, what a grab. That's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
30, where's the mic? Hey, keep it up. 30, where's the mic?
To the air again, Prescott. That's complete. And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Check. Crunch. Check 31.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They find some open field here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
You got tight right there.
Now a give here to Pollard. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
First down, Prescott. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on second down. Prescott, rush coming, and he's taken down. Daron Payne able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Get that quarterback, D-line. 47. Get that quarterback. 31's the mic. Watch the pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Commanders, they finished the regular season with another win, their 15th against just 2 losses. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they will indeed limp to the finish line, unfortunately, as they close out a 6-11 campaign. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around.